What would a Trump second term look like? Donald Trump's presidency was so chaotic that it can be easy to overlook his legislative record. By the time he left office, many of his biggest campaign promises were undelivered or only partly accomplished. Remember his big, beautiful border wall?
An impenetrable, physical, tall, powerful, beautiful southern border wall.
Only 52 miles of new wall were actually built. But if he wins this time around, it will be different. A better organized team is dedicated to ensuring that Trump 2 actually gets things done. These are the policies that are likely to define a second Trump term. Trump has made immigration a centerpiece of his 2024 campaign. He's linked it to violent crime in US cities and deployed increasingly dark rhetoric against immigrants.
Within moments of my inauguration, we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in America.
Old policies like the ban on travel from some Muslim-majority countries and building the border wall, they would be scaled up. And there are plans to pursue even more extreme policies, like severely limiting birthright citizenship for the children of migrants. But we should be wary of taking Trump at his word on that. He made similar promises in 2016, but failed to deport more people than Barack Obama. That's because an immigration crackdown like this would have severe consequences for the American economy, impeding growth in the labor force and stoking inflation. Trump's main legislative achievement was a shakeup of the US tax code in 2017, which slashed the rates of corporate and individual income taxes.
These massive tax cuts will be rocket fuel for the American economy.
Trump wants to make those cuts permanent, and he has hinted he may go even further. But leaving them in place would add about $3 trillion to the debt over the next decade. Team Trump argues the costs would largely be offset by economic growth. That's debatable. To Trump officials, deep changes cannot be implemented without seizing control of the bureaucracy. Many in Trump world believe that some civil servants used their protected status during his first term to thwart or undermine the president's wishes. To that end, Trump is preparing to give himself the power to gut hundreds of federal offices that issue and interpret regulations. Reinstating his 2020 executive order, known as Schedule F, would strip tens of thousands of permanent civil servants of employment protections, making them sackable and allowing Trump to replace them. The Trump camp argues it will enhance democracy by preventing unelected bureaucrats from stymieing the program of an elected president. But to critics, this deconstruction of the administrative state would be nothing less than a step toward autocracy. If we learned anything from Trump's first term, it's that he is not a politician particularly excited by the details of public policy. But wonks sympathetic to the campaign are already laying the turf for a new Trump administration to hit the ground running. Expect a second Trump presidency to leave a much greater mark on America than the first.